Hi guys, can you guys hear me clearly? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to IC Market Webinars. Can you guys hear me clearly? A quick check. Let me see IC Market. Okay, I believe you guys can hear me. We are still on time. Shall we just wait for 1 minute, 1 to 2 minutes? I will start the session. Like, can you see me? Because my screen is only can see my head. Let me try. Oops. Better. Okay. Okay. Hello everyone. How are you guys doing? Okay, let me any one of you guys join? Okay, while we are waiting for everyone, or some of you guys tune in, I'm gonna log into TradingView, and on Monday morning I did pre-market. Okay, and give me a second. Price was falling from our zone. Okay, I'm gonna go double B. Can you guys hear me? Okay, now you can. because I can hear my voice. Okay, so okay, let me show you this, which is okay. Someone, okay, hang on, someone removed my pre-market. Yeah, anyway, oh, on it, oh, okay, just hang on. I think I have the photo. A second, guys. September 1st. This way. Okay. Anyway, that will be something wrong. Anyway, okay, we're gonna look at our chart together, and what I did in pre-market. Okay, I think we just start our session first. Okay, I believe some of you guys already here. Okay, hello guys, hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to IC Market webinars. Okay, so today just the topic, I think it's mostly theory. We're gonna talk about trading, interest rate announcement. Hi Jamiru, how are you doing? Did you attend my pre-market, right? Yeah, I'm not wrong, this early Monday. Okay, I I don't know why I can't find it, but yeah. Okay, just continue. So before I start the webinar, disclaimer first, all right? Everything in this video is purely education, is purely educational in nature, all right? Nothing should consider as investment recommendation or any kind of advice, all right? And risk warning, trading forex and safety carries significant risk to your capital, and you should only trade with money you can afford to lose, all right? Trading forex and CFD may not suitable for investors, so please ensure that you fully understand the risk involved and seek independent advice if necessary. Okay, we're gonna look at gold together. That's the reason why gold is kind of like a pullback. Okay, and introducing your host today, my name is Peggy. I'm an investment analyst and a prop trader. Anyone who have been follow the IC market webinar, I think you should see me. I think more than 2 years now, which is I do IC market in English and both Thai. Okay, and last time I do live trading as well, but I think now will be Crescenda who are doing the live trading section, and I will do education session on every Tuesday. Okay, just a little bit about myself. If you guys like didn't know me or you kind of news to IC market YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm an investment at EFG, which is stand for Average Foraging Group. Okay, and I'm a prop trader or proprietary trader. What that mean? Just want to keep it short. So a prop firm, okay, back the trader with capital, and the trader make the money by sharing profit from a successful trade. Okay, the profit split that could be 80-20 or 75-20. It depends on the prop firm. Okay, and of course, since we or I trade for the prop firm funding, okay, that's why I have very strict risk management or rules to follow. Okay, so meaning that if you pass the challenge, you just give you the capital to manage. Okay, we trade on the prop firm fund, not the invest clients money. Okay, and what does EFG do? Usually, we do all those like research, all the news, and actually we also behind the IC market website, those like fundamental or technical analysis. If you're free, just check it out. Okay, and the agenda for today, okay, what we're going to cover: what are interest rate and who control them, how do interest rate decision impact market, how can we trade interest rate announcement, and the last one, resources and tools. Any one of you guys trade, whenever you see the FOMC or Fed like speaking, usually I don't trade during the high impact news. Okay, so what are interest rate and who control them? So the definition of the interest rate, basically the cost of borrowing money or the return earned on lending money expressed at a percentage over specific time period. And that will be the key type of interest rate. That will be for the US federal fund rate, which is rate bank charge each over for the overnight loan. Prime rate, which is rate bank charge their most creditworthy customers. Discount rate that will be rate that Federal Reserve charges bank for direct loans. Long-term treasury bond mortgage, that will be like 10-year or 30-year kind of mortgage. Okay. And who control those interest rates? Of course, central bank around the world. For the US or United States, we have Federal Reserve, which is FOMC meeting. For the European Union, okay, we have European Central Bank, which is ECB. So if you look at the Forex Factory, you have like see this kind of like the name on the Forex Factory calendar. Okay. For the UK or United Kingdom, we have Bank of England or BOE. Japan, we have Bank of Japan, BOJ. Canada, Bank of Canada, we have BOC. And the last one, Australia, Reserve Bank of Australia, RBA. So usually you will see this, okay, I think it could be every, if I'm not wrong, like almost like every month, right? I see all this, or maybe 2-3 months, okay. I can't remember because I don't really pay attention that much on those like in this news because I don't trade news, okay. And for the Federal Reserve structures, okay, decision making body, whenever he open the meeting, which is FOMC, okay, there will be 12 voting member. Meeting there will be 8 times per year, so actually every 6 to 7 weeks. Okay, so the chairman, current one is Powell. Okay, we know the Powell, whenever he says something, that will be affect the market. Okay, for the key tools, okay, whenever open market operation, either you buying or selling government security, discount rate, rate charge to the bank, reserve requirement, okay, that will be those amount bank must hold in the reserve. Okay. And how you're going to like how do interest rate decision impact the market? That will be direct market impact. So for those bond market, okay, inverse relationship, whenever you see that when the rates go up, okay, bonds prices will go down. Okay, duration risk could be long-term bond, more sensitive, yield curve, sharp change with the rate expectation. Okay, for those current market, meaning that higher rate, stronger currency, typically interest rate will be interest rate differential, compare rate between currencies. Okay, carry trade, borrow low rate currency, and then you can invest on a higher rate currency. For those stock, I don't trade stock. Maybe some of you guys trade stock, but I don't. Okay, so sector react differently. So whenever you see the bank, okay, generally bank will be benefit from the higher rate. Real estate negatively impacted by the higher rate. Don't worry about it. I think I'm gonna have that in the next slide. Okay, growth stocks more sensitive to rate changes. Utilities often decline when rising rate. Here, what does this mean? So whenever you see that if Fed rise interest rate, increase the cost of borrowing, making both credit and investment more expensive to slow and overheat economy. Okay, if the Fed lower rate, it make borrowing cheaper, which encourages spending on the credit and the investment to help stimulate the stagnant economy. Okay, overheated, we know that in the year of 2020, in the year of 2001, we have the bubble, right? And those like 2008, we have the real estate mortgage, and 2022, we have a high inflation. Why? Here. Here, right? This one you should know already, right? Whenever here, why will be bank will be benefit from that? Just take yourself as like you go to the bank and then you want to borrow money to buy the house. Okay, right? You to buy the house, you know that the interest go up. Bank will earn the interest from the amount that you want to borrow, and then you can see that real estate will be expensive. You borrow the money to buy the house and then you pay higher. So usually we expected here. That's kind of like, you know, mean that's what that's mean. Okay, so and here here, oh, is that here? Okay, like whenever he lower the rate, right? For example, they want to kind of like, you know, support the investment. So like you're an investor, you go borrow the money from the bank and then you get really low interest rate, right? Or you go to borrow the money from the bank to buy the house, okay, and then you pay less interest. Okay, that's what that means. Okay, here whenever you see the pre-announcement, okay, for those like economic, right, you need to monitor those like core CPI, PCE, or those like unemployment claim, which is this week we have non-farm coming up, and later my time zone is tonight, maybe your time zone in afternoon, we have is it CPI coming? Correct. Okay, later today or later tonight, wherever you stay, we have okay, no, PMI coming, even though it's not like, you know, CPI or PCE, but if we're gonna look here, this is gonna be the high impact news, which is, oh, I need to, let's just stick to the UTC time zone. Okay, that would be here. Okay, so Leicester today at 2 p.m. for the UTC time zone, we have a PMI coming up. So this high impact news either go, okay, they are gonna wait for either tonight or non-farm, which is this coming Friday. We have high impact news coming up for this entire week, which usually is happen the first week of the month. So you need to take note of this as well. And then we also have the bank. No, this is not about the bank. Okay, like here, another one which is ADP high impact news coming as well on September 4th. You take note of all these news. If you know me, usually I just filter or take the red box, which is high impact news only, but some of you guys requested that they want to look for the orange box, so it's up to you. You can just want to look for the orange or red box. Okay, but usually I just pay attention on the high impact news only. So the high impact news coming up. Okay, back here. Okay, for the inflation data, we have CPI, PCE, and core CPI. Employment, we have non-farm payroll and unemployment rate, which is on this coming Thursday and Friday. And GDP growth, quarterly economic growth, okay, consumer spending, retail sale, consumer confidence. Whenever you see that Fed going to like have a meeting, okay, when he had a communication, okay, for the Fed minute, detailed meeting transcript, speeches, fair, chair and board member comment, beige book, economic condition report. Whenever there's a new coming and those like they give the speech, right, if you look at the chart, you will see that price is really volatile. Usually I don't trade. Okay, I wait for them to finish speaking first and then I will jump in to trade. And usually if you want to trade with those high impact news coming, you should wait at the higher time frame. Those are key level, which is H4, at least on H4, not H1. Whenever you see high impact news coming, okay, especially this week, look or wait at the higher time frame, which is, what is this? No. For example, okay, for example, on the higher time frame, you should look at least H4 to look on a higher time frame. That's the reason why we sell at this level, guys. Okay, we're gonna discuss that later. always identify the key level first on a high time frame, and then after that you can go to M15, okay, to see how is the price react at the key level. Okay, here. So whenever you want to trade, the thing that you need to consider, which is timing consideration. So before the announcement, okay, you need to build a position, like, you know, you look on the high time frame H4 and D1 at least, okay, whenever there's high impact news coming, okay. Monitor Fed Fund future for the market expectation. If you trade future, you know where to look for, right? Prepare for volatility. That's why at least which time frame you should look, H4 and D1. You look for the key level, okay. Day of announcement, okay, for the FOMC decision release at 2 p.m. Eastern time, okay. For the Fed press conference, if scheduled, usually at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time, and you will see that immediately after he speak for the first 30 minutes, you will see the price is like up, down, up, down, up, down. It will volatile. Don't jump in and trade, okay. Secondary reaction after the press conference, sometime after he finished speaking, or those like press conference finish, you will see another move a lot. Okay, so what you need to do after the announcement, okay, digest forward guidance, assess long-term implication, monitor for the trend continuation or reversal. That's why I say go on a higher time frame and wait at the key level and look for the confirmation, okay. Or you guys can share with me if you trade news, you have any strategies, you can let me know. But usually I will just wait for the news to like to be released, or at least 10 to 15 minutes, and then I will jump in, okay, and trade. Okay, these are resources and tools. So economic calendar, these are website that you can look. Oh, I missed out one. Is the Forex Factory. Okay, you can use Forex Factory, you can use investing.com, MarketWatch, Bloomberg, Fed website, or same CME for the two. Okay, usually I will use only Forex Factory, but sometimes you want to have a closer look of this on whatever he say, I will just go to investing.com. It's really rare that I will look at the Fed's website, okay, because I'm not a fundamental, okay, trader. Okay, usually I just want to kind of like look what he can like comment on those like news. That's it. Okay, but if you want to read like full detail, you can go to his website, or you can go to investing.com. Okay, but usually I don't really go and read the entire statement, okay, what he just said. Okay, now let me look at the chart together. I think I have one more. Okay, that's gonna be the my last slide, okay, for today. Okay, so you guys can ask me. If not, we're gonna look at our, I pause here for a while. Okay, I'm pause here for a while. Any one of you guys want to ask me anything, any question? If not, we're gonna discuss about goal, and I think I'm gonna plan ahead for the this coming Friday as well. Okay, first, where okay, hello Karim, hi, I just saw your name here. Okay, there will be the reason why I sell here. First of all, okay, let me just discuss about gold, and then I will move on to other instruments. Okay, First, I spot. Oh, I don't like black color, so I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change to my okay. First, if you go on a higher time frame, which is D1, you're gonna spot the pattern, which is we call what is this? This is the butterfly. Okay, butterfly pattern. What's that? What do you say? I can't read that one. Okay, this is a butterfly pattern for the harmonic. What is the determine? What pattern is that? Actually, it's the B leg. Remember, B have to retrace 78.6%. That's gonna determine the pattern. Okay, you will see that B retrace 78.6%. So now at this level, during the Asian section, price kind of like push. I mean, the market pushed the price above 3,005 all the way to 3,508, right? And now they kind of close below that, which is some of you guys might get stopped out. The all-time high was, let's just say, at 3,500. Okay, and over here, why I think that it's gonna be the end of the D leg, and then there's gonna be a PRC zone or potential reversal zone for gold. You can use the what you can use the extension. Okay, 138. Actually, you should use another account because I don't have the template for the harmonic pattern. Okay, you see that? Hang on. I'm gonna use another one. Ignore the SMC, okay? I'm gonna go to tier again. I have the here, okay? This is gonna be my PLC zone, okay? Am I confident that price gonna reverse from this zone? One is how you're gonna get PLC zones. Fibonacci line up together. I'm gonna use Fibonacci projection, right? That is gonna be the PLC zone. This one I got sell whenever price go to my extension. You can see slightly rejection and a PLC zones. What is this? My outfit. Oh no. Here. This is my harmonic. This is my harmonic retracement. Okay, so my PLC zone was here. Okay, P zone was here. So my sell zone was at this level. And you will say that, oh, Peggy, I sell here. Okay, first time it touch, I sell. These are daily time frame. So whenever you see the zone is big, what you need to do, you need to wait for price to go in the zone, and then you're gonna sell, right? Here. Okay, we mark out the zones. And then okay, whenever I see that this could be my potential reversal zone, PRC zone. Okay, this one. Let me make it. and I'll put the tag in the middle. Okay, now I spot the divergence here. Okay, you spot the divergence here. Okay, in H4. That's why price is falling from this level, and they also have a price action in H4 as well. And now you go to the lower time frame. This is how gonna be look like. Oh, last Friday. Okay, last Friday. Okay, if you like draw the trend line or triangle, whatever you want to say, you trade with yield wave or you trade with whatever, you will know that you will get the entry at this level because price break the trend line. This from the resistance is come the support. Last Friday, anybody buy here, right? This is your zones, correct? You see that either you don't know about you just trade by support resistance. You should get in by last Friday at 3404. Either you say that okay, this is your bearish trend line, for example, right? Price close above, you can see the body close above. Whenever they pull back, you're gonna buy here. Or if you are trade with the harmonic, you trade with the the elevate, and then who trade with elevate, then you're gonna call A B C D E, whatever you're gonna call, right? I'm gonna call here A B. No, not A B C. That would be, doesn't matter, because to me the result is the same. The E, the pattern is gonna look something like it's gonna look, if I can find one. Okay, what pattern is it, right? Let's say we don't trade elevate. Whenever you see that this kind of pattern, it's gonna look something like this, right? Here. So those like people who trade elevate, they will call it, okay, gold is bullish, definitely. Oh no, it look like this. Oh, here, wrong one here. It look like this, right? Price coming from up, okay, A, B, C, D, E. After the E here, it's gonna boom, go up, correct? And here, it look the same. Or I trade with the breakout trend line, I wait for pullback, then you're gonna get in here. And then after that, oh, you don't trade with this pattern, you say, okay, you spot the look like the harmonic pattern, this gonna be your PLC zone. And then okay, I don't know about it, I know that I trade with divergence, I spot the divergence here in H4. Okay, so here you can sell at 3005 and then you still hold on the lower time frame. Okay, in M1 price go in the zones. Okay, price go in the zone, I get a sell here. What you need to do, whenever price go in the zone, remember, price closing with order block. We're gonna trade with order block, so whenever price went in the box here and then you sell, correct? And then after that price was ranging, then I'll kind of wait again for price to pull back at least 3005 again. So I sell here, I close, and after that I kind of wait somewhere around here, but price did not trigger, and then all the way to this level. Okay, this is mean by wait for confirmation. You wait for price to go in the box first. You saw the confirmation. This could be your bearish engulfing candle, right? Or ending with order block. You go to H4. In here, what do you see? Price make a higher high, but you spot the indicator is make a lower high. So this is your sign of reversal. Okay, that's cool. Charts of elliott wave, consolidation, collecting move. Yeah, but I'm not an expert about the elliott wave, but I know how to count it. Okay, I could be wrong, but this is how it look like. And then now that's why we sell here. You see the divergence, okay, you see your price action, you're gonna sell. Okay, so where should we look for the buy entry? Okay, where you should look for the buy entry? For the first level that you need to monitor, that's gonna be this. Either you're gonna say, okay, I would identify the first support, or you think that I'm gonna say that this gonna be my intermediate support level. That is okay. You highlight, and that's gonna be your first buy entry if you see the confirmation on lower time frame. It should be here. It should be here. Or if I would just want to count the wave, maybe wave 1, wave 2, or these are wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, whatever. Either you buy here or another buy entry that will be at this level. I would consider this my fail OB. It become my breaker box. Now I combine with whatever strategy that I'm teaching you guys. What strategy trading system are using now? Which one? Now I just combine with support and resistance. And here I'll just tell you that the reason why I sell here, because I'm gonna say that okay, I spot the harmonic pattern here, which is a butterfly in this pattern. Okay, usually I don't have a trading system. I just combine those strategy to make it become mine, to support my analysis. Okay, butterfly pattern is this one. Okay, so usually for the harmonic pattern, remember that you need to wait for price to complete the delay, which is at the PRC zone, and then you sell. In this case, okay, why I think this is gonna be the harmonic pattern? One could be because B retraced 78.6% and price break above the X leg. So I project this gonna be the PRC zone. And on this level, we also have the all-time high here. Okay, and this is Fibonacci, line up close to each other. That's gonna be the zone. Whenever price go in the zone, what you need to wait? You need to wait for confirmation. It could be a lower time frame. You could wait for price action. You could wait for market structure chip, whatever the confirmation you see. Okay, after that you just sell. And now I highlight this level because this used to be the resistance level. Now it's going to be the pullback, right? Pullback support level. So if you want to buy, this is the zone you may consider to buy. Okay, and another buy zone, if price really want to all the way not respect this pullback support, another zone which is going to be these zones, pink color one. Now we have to monitor zone by zone. Okay, so this zone, what is it? In this zone used to be the order block, bearish order block, yes, and price went in the box here and have the falling, so we have another sell, remember, and then you buy up and price break above. So either this zone is gonna be another buy entry if you see the confirmation in the lower time frame. They always have the condition if you see the confirmation in the lower time frame, and then you're gonna either buy here or the next buy zone is gonna be here. Here will be high probability setup because we have the pullback support level in this zone marked out at this level, and then we have the OB or bullish OB, bullish on the block right here. So here gonna be a price might come to this zone this Friday. Okay, might come this Friday. Tonight either they're gonna fall here or they're gonna make all-time high. I don't know. okay, because we need to wait for New York section, okay. But I can see that my price action here, divergence here, price falling. If I want to get in the sell, okay, I can get in the sell, which is I'm gonna use the ICT strategy come in right now, which is I would say that based on M15, price have make a market structure here. Okay, I'm gonna wait for price. If gonna sell, I'm gonna wait for price to pull up to my OTE optimal trade entry, which is at these zones. I'm gonna sell, meaning that if price pull here, I'm gonna sell. Okay, I'm gonna target here for my TP1, and my stop loss just above this swing high. I could put my stop loss at 1512, depend on the lot size, depend on your account. This gonna be the zone. Okay, if price pull here, I may consider to sell again, and my stop loss I just put above this swing high. I'm gonna aim at least 3450 or 51 for my TP1, and TP2 could be here, TP1 here, TP2 here. Any one of you guys agree with me? So that's why I combine whatever strategy I have learned, I have teach you guys, and then just trade, because market condition is different. Okay, now what we need to do, market structure is based on M15, and then wait for price to pull back within these zones. Some of you guys might already want to sell at like this one. If you want to include this one, that would be 50% FIB level, somewhere around I just maybe I put here 0.5, right? So up to you whether you want to add in 50% FIB, or you will say that okay, you want to trade like premium discount is the same, right? Because you want to sell whenever price is expensive at above 50, you're gonna buy when price is below 50, whatever is actually the same. So up to you. Or if you can go to the high time frame, what do you see in M30? I see within our OTE, okay, I saw the OB here, meaning that I quite, don't say like confident, let's just say 80%, okay, that price might reverse from this zone. We have the OB here, okay, we have the OTE optimal trade entry here, so you can wait for price to pull back. Let's say we sell here based on whatever we see. Let's say I'm gonna put a pending order. My stop loss gonna be 17. I don't put my stop loss at 15, guys. Whatever, anything that ending with 0, ending with 5 is a psychological number. We're not gonna put that. I'm gonna put like 17 something. So you see, risk and reward is more than 1 to 1, but usually just this swing high, because you're gonna look like here. If they want to continue to go higher, they shouldn't break this swing low or this low. If you just continue to go higher, okay. But what you can see, they break. Some of you guys will say, okay, they might say that, okay, their market structure could be here, okay, but it depends how you're gonna identify. I think, to me, it's gonna be here. Okay, it's gonna be here, and this one at this level. Before that, this one is the support level, correct? This one, right? Resistance break, pullback, rising, and now this is a displacement, right? Price break below with one single candle, break below the support level, it become your resistance level. So if you're gonna sell here again, you might get stop out because of this candle, because price might go back to our POI or point of interest over here, and then you're gonna sell, and then we have the OB here. So yeah, that's how I can explain. Do you guys agree? This is M5. Price was ranging here, suddenly then eventually falling. Okay, I just listen if you guys can hear my kids screaming because I use noise cancellation. If not, you guys will hear them screaming while they just came back from school. Okay, so this is gonna be our trade setup for today. Okay, but high impact news coming, just take note of that. I'm not gonna put a pending order because I think I'm gonna monitor at this level, because if the high impact news coming, price might gonna shoot up. Okay, maybe either clear the stop loss and then reverse. So usually I don't put the pending order. Okay, this is for the gold. Okay, and another one for the BTC. Okay, remember that for the BTC I always say that I buy and sell. The reason why you sell it is very simple. There is a divergence here. Remember, there is a divergence here. I saw the bearish divergence here in the monthly time frame. My trading setup is very simple, guys. It's not very complicated. Yeah, correct. And another one, whenever price break above the high, what you need to do, you need to use the extension. And then you will see that price could not close above the extension 127. You can see the body. In monthly time frame, you spot the divergence. You go down to weekly. You also see that your lovely price action, the body, opening and closing almost the same price. And you also spot the divergence here, right? D1, you also spot divergence, and you see that there's a divergence here in D1 time frame, correct? So what do you see? At this level, price closing with bearish and gap, right? So they create the order block. And our key level in D1 was this level. Remember, I said that monitor this level, correct? This is our resistance pullback support, and now price close below. What you need to do is it look like M pattern. If you want to sell the M pattern pullback, you're gonna sell. So if you want to sell here, there's a reason I want to sell, because I spot the OB at this level, right? There's an OB here. Trust your strategy is important. Using tool that makes sense is a must. Okay. So here is your bearish OB, right? So if you want to sell, you wait for price to pull here. You see there's a wick and the body. If the wick is not so long, you can draw, which is cover the wick. Either you want to draw the body and the wick, up to you. What you need to do, you need to wait for price to go in the box, and then you sell. And also in D1, you will see that price make a break of structure, right? You can see that from here they need to continue to go down, correct? Because if they go here, meaning that market structure shift is here, then they'll continue to go bullish. Now we see the break of structure, so they need to respect this OB here and then continue to fall, because what you see here, you will see BOS already here. Okay, break of structure. It's also your break of structure here. correct? And they also break your support level, become your pullback resistance at this level. Kerem say establishing a trading system that you can use, apply, repeat over and over is an important component of success. For me, the easier the better. We shall not underestimate simplicity. Okay, yep. You just study, okay, and then you just make the strategy become yours. Okay, so what you need to do, just wait for the pullback and then you sell. And another zone, these are the bullish OB, price might almost touching the OB, right? But it's not, so we can target here first. And another zones that will be here. Here, okay, for another zone. Just mark out and then you see whether price is respect the zones. Okay. I think the BTC also similar to Ethereum. What do you see? Ethereum also look for the sell, right? Because you will see the divergence here. If you don't trade with divergence, you miss out a lot of the good entry. Okay, you will see that divergence here, price rising. That's gonna be the zones. That's gonna be the zone here, right? Extension from here to here. Whenever on the bigger picture you draw extension, you're not gonna draw here. Well, I'm draw from here. This is my extension, right? Price go to the extension, go to the zone, and then you see the divergence, and then you sell. Okay, then you can see that in D1 you'll see the price action here, right? There will be here people gonna buy because you trade with the demand zones here. Okay, buy up. You can go to H4 to see price react. Is here. In H4, what do you see? Demand zone, lower time frame, you spot the OB here, right? Come in, rising, go back up again, rising, and then what do you see? In H4, they make a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So you will say that this is your resistance level. The next resistance is next support is gonna be here. Okay, Karim asked, do you create a OB webinar series that is correspond to supply and demand? I think I have. I think I include those like OB in those like SMC or ICT, because if you trade with smart money concept or ICT, that we're gonna have the order block. They call OB order block, bearish order block, bullish order block, breaker block, whatever they say. Yeah. Yeah, I think it just corresponds to supply and demand. Okay, whenever you see the OB, bearish OB, at the resistance, that will call supply zone. Bullish OB at the support, that will call demand zone. And then they will highlight the box, right? And then they will say either you say okay, this is demand, and then they will say that this is the supply zones, something like that. Yeah. Something like that. Okay. I still have 5 minutes, so guys, we're gonna wait for price to pull here. But again, guys, if price rising here, just set the stop loss. Don't 100% trust me, okay? Because none of the strategy will give you 100% win rate. I trade, I got stop out, I got cut loss, okay? So just do risk management and don't overtrade, okay? And you have to tell yourself that the reason why you come in the when you join the forex market, the first thing saying that we just want to have additional income, right? So everybody say mindset, I want to have additional income. I come in, I just want to earn $50 per day. I want to earn like $100 per day. That is my additional income. If you are working full-time, okay, and then you say, okay, I just want 50 and 100, that is that. They kind of like started, they're gonna mindset, right? But whenever you stay in the market for so long, you kind of have, forget, you have to forget what you initial thought, okay? Whenever you hit $50, $100, and then will say, oh, that's so easy, then you will kind of have the giddy, right? You want to have more, you want to earn maybe 200, 300, 500, 1000. You ask me, is that possible? That is possible, provided you have the knowledge. Of course, you have the knowledge. The important thing, what is that? If you have the knowledge, but you can't trade, what I mean? You have the knowledge, but you might have the capital as well. Okay, if you know capital, how you're gonna trade? Okay, so instead, okay, if you think that you want to have like 1,000 account, let's say you want to have a 1K account, but you have like kind of like a financial problem, okay, then okay, I think I can just trade with $100, and then you deposit $100, and then after that you burn your account, you deposit again $100, you burn the account, total up is more than 1,000. So you should trade with the demo account first, and then you save $100 until you got $500 or $1,000, and then you trade. Why? It is easier for you to just aim for $50 or $100 with 1K account compared to 100. Usually 100, if you discipline, if you to ask me, can I aim for $30 per day or $20 per day? Yes, that is possible if you have the knowledge. Yes, but if you always deposit like $100 and after that you account gone because you overload, you overtrade, then you shouldn't, every time deposit $100, you just wait until you got 1,000, you have $1,000 and then you trade. Okay, before that, just practice on using the demo, meaning that practice on the strategies, okay, that you have learned with me or you have learned in the YouTube. Whenever you have 1K account, you can trade, okay. I have small account with 1K, 1.5K, okay, $100 per day, that's possible, and it's easier, okay, comparing with $100 account. Maybe some of you guys, you can trade like 2K, 5K, that's okay. So 2K, 5K, even 1K, $100 to $300, that's possible. If you don't want to scalping, what you need to do, you go on a higher time frame, you go in H4. Okay, if you study or you learn ICT or SMC, you should know that those strategies, they are require 2 time frame, right? Higher time frame could be H1 or H4 to look for the key level, and then you go down to the M15, M5, or sometimes M1 to look for confirmation, and then your entry should be on the lower time frame. Why? Because those strategy will give you tight stop loss with the bigger risk and reward. Okay, that's why I kind of adapt. Okay, so whenever price went in, those confirmation is very simple. Confirmation, that would be what I always, your confirmation within the zone would be PA, price action, could be divergent, could be those like NGAF, NGU, yep, NGUL, F, engulfing candle, then would be what? Pie action, those like chart pattern, whatever that we have learned. Okay, and I only use the indicator that I'm using, indicator or indie, I just put indie like indie, I'm using only ISI, which is ISI 14 default setting, R, SI, and then FIBO. Oh, what is what is this? How am I gonna make it back? Okay, where am I now? Where is my chart? Oh, here. Okay, ISI, and I use the FIBO. That's it. Okay, that's all the I use. Confirmation, the indie, I use these two. Okay, so it's up to you. Okay, do you think that if you want to use like, or I mean, if you want to use more, it's up to you, but you know, the less is the better. Okay, I don't like to use like so many indicator. It's okay if you want to find those like confluence with stochastic. You want to use like stochastic also, it's up to you as well. Like, you know, you want to look for overbought like price crossing, or you can use the MACD, because I also teach you guys all the MACD, stochastic, ISI. You can just pick one. Okay, just pick one or pick two, and up to you. Or Ichimoku cloud to look for the momentum. What do you see? Based on the higher time frame, if you want to look at the Ichimoku cloud, you know that price is above the Ichimoku cloud is on uptrend. Price close below is a downtrend. Okay, now if we go to M15, what do you see that? Okay, price close below. The Ichimoku cloud here also acting at the resistance level. So if really price pull back, okay, I may consider to sell, right? Remember, because this have OB, and then you will say that, okay, somehow we have the Ichimoku cloud acting at the resistance, and price close below, gonna pull back, and then we sell. Okay, it's either one of them. Okay, last question, guys. Or you have any pair you want me to have a look for you before I end the webinar? For the interest rate, okay, just keep note that's coming. You can use the Forex Factory or investing.com or other website. It's up to you, but I personally don't trade during the high impact news. I wait unless I hold a position 3 to 4 hours for the currency. If I trade EUSD, GBP, and those like key level, and I'm gonna hold. Okay, I'm not gonna enter my position when or the new gonna release within 30 minutes or within 10 minutes. Okay, just want to kind of like, you know, risk. Unless you want to trade, I feel like gambling, I just have another account, and then I allocate the money on the account, and then I trade with no stop loss. The money that I deposit in, that gonna be my stop loss. Okay, if I feel like gambling. Okay, last question. Any question, any pair before I end the webinars, guys? No. Okay, so this is our plan. Okay, this is our plan. This is our setup for today for gold. Yeah, I'm gonna wait here. And okay, I don't say I feel, I think, I just say I think price may not going to make the all-time high today, or like the close above 3,005, but anything is possible. Okay, so anything is possible, because based on the D1 time frame, right, closing with bullish today. Either today, if you're gonna close bullish, it might close with price action, which is a long wick and small body, or could be small red body, those like price action. Because one, I could say there's a overbought here. You might see the price kind of pull back. If you want to continue to go uptrend, the price need to go back first. Let me pull back and then continue to go higher. Okay, they need to pull back first before they continue to go higher. So yeah, that's going to be the zone. This is H4, the zone. Monitor and monitor this as well. Okay, alright guys, that should be all for today. Thank you so much for joining my webinars. I hope to see you guys again next week. Okay, I'm gonna show here again. If you can take risks, just go ahead, but just, you know, don't overtrade and don't trust me 100%. Okay, if you want to try, you can try with a demo account, or you can just try with very small lot size, like 0.01. If price falling or hit your stop 100 pip, you lose $10. Okay, you just try with small lot size first. Okay, alright guys, that should be all for today. You're welcome. Jemiru Kerem said, trusting your process, consider apply the right control the downside, cut loss, short, let profit run. Okay. Alright guys, that's all for today. Bye for now. Take care.